Hello friends and welcome to YouTube channel Freedom Tech, and in this session what we are going to learn. In this session we are going to use LangChain and GenAI, and we will detect helmet or no helmet class in real time using our normal USB web camera. We will use Gemini API, free API key, basically simple. So before we move to our practical, friends, if you learn something from our videos, please consider to subscribe our channel. Okay friends, thank you so much, and let's get started. So friends, as I mentioned, today we will use LangChain, GenAI, and we have our Gemini API key, which is the free API key for limited uses, and we will try to detect helmet or no helmet class. We will not use here ultralytics, or we will not going to create our own training model with the help of lot of images, because we have our Gen AI. So Gen AI is basically detect the object, simple. So for that I have created a new repository. I will mention the link. You need to simply copy paste the link inside web browser, then go to the code and click on download zip. It will download our zip format repository. As you can see, I have downloaded, and I have already tested this code in several times, simple. So in downloads we have our repository. Right click and just click on extract all. It will extract our code. Then let's just open our code. It will open the code with the help of Thony Python IDE. So first we need packages. So our package is basically LangChain core and LangChain Google Gen AI. So just go to the tools, manage packages, and we will search for LangChain. Hit enter. First package, click on install button, done. It will install LangChain. Then we need LangChain-core. LangChain-core, hit enter. First package, as you can see, LangChain-core. Just click on install button, then it will install LangChain-core. Then we need LangChain Google, LangChain-Google-Gen AI, hit enter. LangChain-Google Gen AI, first package, as you can see. Select it, click on install button, done. It will install all the packages, simple. So we need LangChain core, we need LangChain Google Gen AI. That's it. So here basically we will use a threading also, because what is the concept? When we start the code, we have our agent, we have our Gemini 1.5 flash model, which detect the objects. But for this model we need images. So what we will do here, it will capture each frame. It will capture the frame after 2 seconds. As you can see, after 2 seconds it will automatically capture the frame using live USB web camera feed. So this is basically, I have mentioned, as a background capture, background process. So this background process we want to mention as a continue process, and we don't want to interrupt. For this background process, we don't want to interrupt our live web camera feed. So for that, this background capture function we will use with a threading process. For that I have mentioned here import threading, simple. So when we start our web camera, so here we have our main code, which is the while loop. Here it is, as you can see. So this is the while loop web camera. So it's basically starting at the while loop, and then every 2 second time dot sleep, every 2 second, or you can simply mention here a 5 second, because we are using here a free Gemini API key, so we have some limited uses, so you can simply increase the time. So I have mentioned here a 2 seconds. So the concept is what? When we start our camera, it will go with this while loop. And every 2 seconds, this function will call. It will capture the frame, and it will send that image on Gemini, and then Gemini will detect the objects. And then here I have mentioned the simple text. As you can see, the content text is basically the agent's task is to detect whether each person present, means here we can simply detect one or two or more person. So for that, detect whether each person present in the image and is wearing helmet or no helmet. If there are multiple person, then check for each person individually and report if they are wearing helmet or not helmet. Simple. So this is what my text. Basis on this text, we will get the result, and this is what the image URL. Okay, this is what the image URL, and we will use the base 64 model, base 64 our model. Simple. So we will use LangChain, and we will use LangChain Google GenAI. Simple. So this is what our model, chat Google generative AI, chat Google generative AI from LangChain, and here we want to mention our model. That's it. And then function to send capture image to Gemini for analysis. So this is the function def analyzes image Gemini. This is the function which basically send the image. So this is the function. Inside that, of course, our object is image, and then we don't want first channel, we want image buffer. So cv2.imencode, we will use imencode method from cv2, and .jpg, and here we will mention our image. Here we will mention our image, and then it will encode the image. It will encode the image using our base 64. Base 64. Simple. And then now we have our image, and this will send the image, and then we need our message. So human message from our LangChain core message, import human message. Simple. And this is what our message, and then we will get the response. We will get the response, and then this process I have already mentioned. This is the background process for capturing the frame. Capturing the frame. Here, as you can see, I have mentioned ref frame cap.read. Ret frame cap.read. So this is the background capture process which go separately as a threading. Simple. So here this is the main def main cap is equal to cv2.video capture, and then here it is, as you can see, capture thread. So this is what our thread, and inside that threading.thread, this is how we will create the thread, separate thread, which basically not interrupt our live web camera frame. So here threading.thread target, what is our target? Our target is basically, as I mentioned, our background capture function. Inside this background capture function, we call analyze image with Gemini. This is the function, analyze image with Gemini, for sending image to Gemini with the text. So if we want to send the image, we want to call this function inside our background capture function. So here it is, as you can see, response content. Response content is basically our analyze image with Gemini, which is the function, and the object is for that function is basically the frame. So here we want to simply pass our frame. Simple. And then def main, here we calling the thread method. Inside that thread we will use background capture. We will use our background capture function, and inside that background capture function we already call our Gemini method. This is the Gemini method. Simple. So these two functions, this background capture and these two function, is now working as a background. It will automatically work every second, every 2 seconds. Here we mention a 2 second. Simple. And then this is what our while loop. This is what our while loop, while true, which basically start a normal web camera in while loop. Simple. So it is really easy code, friends. It is really easy code. Now what I will do, I will start the camera, but first we want to mention our Gemini API key. So let me open Gemini API website. So friends, I have opened the website. Then here go to the solution, solution, then Gemini API, then create Gemini API key, and here we will create our Gemini API key, create API key, select any project name, create API key, it will create our API key. Then copy the API key and mention the API key inside our code here. Just Ctrl+V. Done. Now let's just save code, and now I will start the camera, and it will detect if the person is there, it will detect for helmet. If the person is not there, it will say that there is no person for any detection for any helmet or no helmet class. Simple. So let me start the code. So friends, as you can see, I have wear the helmet, then it says the person is wearing helmet, and if there is no helmet, it says not wearing helmet. I have tested with two person also. It will say that the left one is wearing helmet, or if it will say the right one is wearing helmet and the left one person is not wearing helmet. This kind of result we get with the help of Gemini LLM model and LangChain. Simple. So I have shared the full code. You simply need your own API key. Remember one thing friends, you will get sometime error that the resources is exhausted or API key is expired, because we are using here a free API key. So no worry, just again remove the old API key and create the new API key, but the code is working. Simple. So I hope you will learn something from this video. It is really easy code friends. I have shared the full code inside GitHub repository. We will meet our next video. Till then, thank you, take care, and bye bye.